Okay, so welcome back to another tutorial. Now in this tutorial we'll actually be dealing with how to read inputs from the user. We saw how to display some text in the hello world program, right? But we did not see how we can take inputs and store it in the memory. So that's what we'll be looking at in this one. So the very first thing which we need for taking input is obviously a memory location. So that is what we did with this statement here. We reserved 2 bytes of memory with the name age. So now let's ask the user to enter the age. So we'll just simply display the message enter the age, and for reading the values we use a scanf statement, which is actually used along with printf, right? Printf and scanf are the most widely used statements in C. This is the basic syntax of a scanf statement, scanf, and which is exactly the same as the printf. There is only one difference, which is that inside these double quotes we use something called as a format string, which tells the compiler what type of variable we are dealing with, right? What is the data type that we are dealing with, and we need to use ampersand here, which stands for address of. So what this statement basically means is read an integer variable which is specified by the %d, store it in the address of variable age, right? So that is what this statement actually does. Now if we are going to read a character, we'll use %c here, and if we are going to read a floating point number, we'll use %f here. But since we are dealing with integer in this case, we'll use %d. So now we have taken the input from the user, so let's go ahead and display it back to the user so that we can check if the code is running properly or not. So we'll simply say you entered, and again we'll use %d, and I'll say age. Note that here we do not need to use the ampersand operator because we do not want to refer to the address anymore. The variable name is enough for the printf statements. So let's actually run this code and see what we get, and then I'll tell you the flow. Right, so it is asking me to enter the age. My age is 18, so I'll go ahead and enter 18, and it will say you entered 18. Perfect. So that is what the printf and scanf statements are used to do. Now you might be wondering how this value 18 came here, right? So what happens is that the %d is replaced by the next integer following the comma, right? So in this case %d is followed by the name age, which is an integer, right? So that is why the value of %d is replaced with the value of age. So basically age is substituted here, and similarly here also the %d refers to an integer address, right? So the address of age is used for storing this value, and again the value of age is used to display here in case of %d. So that's how the printf statement actually works for the data types. Alright then, so that was how you read and display content. So go ahead, make a simple program asking the user for their age, marks, etc., and you can display it back. So keep practicing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.